Hello guys, welcome to the channel. If you have been following my channel for some time, you might know that I have covered heaps of vision models, including stable diffusion, and there are a lot of variants of it. And just recently, in fact today, I covered this brand new model called as AuraFlow. If you're interested in learning more about its architecture and why I'm so enthusiastic about it, please do watch this video which you can see on your screen, or just search with AuraFlow on my channel. This model is one of the fully most open sourced largest flow based text to image generation model, which generates very high quality detailed images from text prompt. This model is currently in beta, and still its performance is sublime, and it just keeps on improving. This model is one of the only true open source model with both the code and weights being under a F4SS license, which is really amazing. In this video, we will be installing it through ComfyUI, which is one of the most easiest and fastest tool to run and execute stable diffusion based models using a graph node flowchart locally. I have already covered ComfyUI a lot on the channel, so if you are looking for more in-depth coverage of ComfyUI, please do watch my other videos. Just search them on the channel and you should be able to find them. In this video, I will be installing it from scratch. So I will be first installing ComfyUI, and then we will load this AuraFlow into that ComfyUI and we will play around with it. We will generate some of the images through it. I will also drop the link to this AuraFlow and this ComfyUI, which is, as I said, one of the most modular and powerful stable diffusion GUI, and really fine piece of software. Before I do that, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. Okay, so let's get cracking and installing. Let me open my terminal. So you can see that I am running Ubuntu 22.04 and my NVIDIA card is NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM, and that should be enough to run this model. The size is just under 30 gig, but that should fit on my GPU, as I already tried in my another video. Okay, so let's clear the screen and let me create a Conda environment to create a virtual environment and keep everything nice and simple and separate there. Let's wait for it to get installed. Shouldn't take too long. So first I'm going to install ComfyUI. For that, let me git clone the repo of ComfyUI and then cd into it. And there you go. Let me clear the screen and now install some of the prerequisites, which include transformers, torch, and diffusers, and a lot of other stuff. So I'm just going to run these commands here. So you see these are installing these prerequisites, which are transformers, accelerate, proto buff, and then some of the diffuser stuff from the source. So let's wait for it to finish. This is going to take a bit of a time. All these prerequisites are done. Let's now install all the requirements from this GitHub repo of ComfyUI. Most of the stuff you already have installed, so it should be fairly quick. Let's wait for it. And that's already done. Let me clear the screen. And don't worry about these commands. I'm going to put all of these commands in my blog, and I will drop the link in video's description. So if I do ls-ltr here, then, and if I just scroll up a little, you will see there are a lot of folders here, like for requirements and for input, output, and all that stuff. There should be a folder called as something like ComfyUI or something like that. So let's go into that. I'm just going to call it Comfy, or there should, if you don't find it, you can just go with the checkpoint folder. Since there is no existing checkpoints directory, so I just created a new directory, checkpoints. In that, ComfyUI is GitHub repo root. Let's go into that, and then here simply download the safe tensors from that model, which is AuraFlow. And for that, all you need to do is to use wget command. Let me also paste that command. So it's a straight command which is going to the Hugging Face and then downloading the model. So let me run it. It is going to download the model, and you can see that it has quickly saved it. And after downloading the model, this is the file, and make sure that the size is around 16 gig and it is in the checkpoint directory. Let me get out of this directory and clear the screen. Now, in order to run this ComfyUI, just run this python 3 main.py, and it is going to launch it on our local host, and then we can access it in the browser. So let me run it. And you can see that it has started this comfy.ui on our local host at port 8188. So let me now try to access it in this browser. And there you go. So ComfyUI is up and running in our browser at port 8188. And in my other video, I already have gone into detail what exactly this means. Now, ComfyUI has supplied a very easy way to uh, put in all the workflow which you need, and this is the whole workflow where from the left we load the checkpoint of the model, and then there are some, because there are three types of model in it, clip, model clip, and VAE, which converts the latent space to pixel space. And I have another video where I go into detail of all of these things, as what exactly is this and sampler and all that stuff. So if I just drag and drop it here, you'll see this is the whole flow of it. Now if you go to this page, and I will drop the link in video description, all you need to do is to just save this image locally and then load it in ComfyUI, and this image contains everything which you need to do in terms of workflow. So let's go back to the ComfyUI, and then from here either you can drag drop or you can load it from here. And from here I think I put it in my home page, so let me load it. So there I have. So I'm just going to go double click here, and it is going to load it here. So there you go. So it has loaded everything, the whole flow. So on the left hand side you see it has selected our AuraFlow 0. Save tensor, and then it has done some of the conditioning, and then this is our clip here where you can see the prompt is here. You can of course change it if you like, and then you will see that this is a case sampler, and then our vision encoder, and then we have our resultant image on the very right when we start it. So really looks cool, and they have really made it easier with the help of this. Now let's run it, and on the top right just click on this Q prompt here. Okay, so it says it couldn't find it, so sometimes it happens, so it means that our checkpoint directory is not being recognized. So let's check into that, because we had created by ourselves. Okay, I just realized that I made a mistake. Instead of putting in there, I was just following the old way of doing it. So let me show you what I did there. So first I thought I will remake the video, but let me share the troubleshooting here too. So let me go to that ComfyUI. So what we did was we just had created a new directory checkpoint. That was a very old way, so I'm not doing that anymore. You will have a directory in the root of ComfyUI models. Go there, and then there will you will have checkpoints. If you do ls-ltr, it tells you that put checkpoint here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do pwd here just for the ease of it. Go back, then go to checkpoints which I created, and from here let's pick our this full file and let's put it in this directory, and that should fix it. So let me copy it and then paste it here. So there you go. And now let's do ls, it's gone. Let's go back and let's delete that checkpoint. Let's not keep any clutter. Okay, so we are all good now. And now let me just refresh this from here. Let's close it first, refresh it. Now this is better, and now let's run it from the top. So as soon as I clicked on Q prompt, it has made it green, and now this is being done. And let me make it bit smaller, and then we'll go here where it is still running. Yes, it is still running on the sampler. You see there's a green bar which is moving. So let's wait for it. We'll make it a tad bit bigger, And there you go. So it has created that image for us. How good is that? And look at the vividness of that image. Amazing, amazing stuff. And then you can of course change it, the prompt here. Let me change it to something else. Okay, so I'm going to give it another prompt here. I'm just going to remove this one, and then I'm asking it to do vibrant illustration of a sprawling neon lit amusement park inside a vintage carousel music box on a dusty shelf in an old antique shop at dusk, with a giant balloon animal menagerie floating outside and a steam engine chugging by in the background. Let's see what it does. Let's click on Q prompt. It is just loading the case sampler. Amazing stuff. Let's wait for it to generate. Let's see what it generates for us this time. Almost there. And there you go. So this time it has generated this. The steam engine is there. And let me make it a bit smaller. Yeah, the steam engine is there. Neon light, menagerie, amazing stuff. And then there are some stuff which is flying in the air too. Okay, let's try one last prompt. Okay, in this final test, I'm asking it that enchanting painting of a whimsical underwater kingdom inside a delicate seashell shaped music box on a beach at the sunrise, with a lovely aqua haired mermaid in a shimmering iridescent tail gazing at the music box with a look of wonder, surrounded by playful sea creatures and a school of rainbow colored fish, and a majestic mermaid tailed pirate ship sailing by in the background. Let's try it out then. Let's see what happens this time. Let's wait for it to finish. And there you go. It has created a wonderful image here. Amazing stuff. You see pirate shape, there is a mermaid. They're not in sync, but still good enough, I believe. So really, attention to detail, and then all the stuff is really, the graphics are very, very vivid, very vibrant. Really like it. Okay, so that's it guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think. Now you know how to install it with ComfyUI easily and quickly, and then you can play around with it, generate all the good stuff which you want to generate. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think. I will drop the link to it in video description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.